One, two, three! What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. This is TWA Motorsports, and today I figured I would give you guys a walk around, like a real-time update of cars that we currently have, kind of where our progress is on them, and maybe some plans. A couple of you guys have been saying that, well, your last video you had a beard, or your last video the Corvette was still in it, you're going back in time. So I wanted to give you guys a real-time update. Now, I haven't had a lot of time to film lately. I have a huge yard. You guys can see it goes all the way back there, and so it takes a lot of time to mow that in the summertime, and so that takes a lot of my time on my day off. It takes me about 5 hours to trim and mow and all of that stuff. So I also have two kids that are involved in, well, one is involved in sports, so we're going a lot doing that. Now my wife does an amazing job. She generally does a lot of that because I do have a full-time job as well. But anyway, guys, I wanted to give you guys an update. This will be posted basically a day after I film it, so this is pretty real time, and we're going to talk about some of the stuff that we got going on. Like I said, some of the plans, and we're going to start here in this bottom garage. Now, this bottom garage, my wife calls a dungeon. She hates it. She doesn't like to park down here, and it's unfinished, as you can see. Maybe one of these days I will finish it, but we've got so many projects that this is like last on the list. The rear end that you see sitting there is out of an F-body. We will talk about that down the road, but today, like I said, we're going to go over the cars. This is my 52 Chevy pickup. If you guys have been with the channel for a while, you know all about it. I did an update video on it maybe a couple months back, and also did a couple things with it. The goal for this car or truck this year, hopefully, is to get an LS motor in it. Right now it has a turbo 350 trans, a 305 engine, and it runs awesome. So it's kind of hard to break into something that works so good and work on it, but it also needs a bed floor. I have the bed floor that was in it when I got it. Obviously we had to raise it up to do all the suspension stuff that we've done, but I wanted to leave it out because I'm going to have to redo all of the fueling in order to plumb for the LS motor, and that bed has like a zillion bolts in it and takes forever to take out. So I thought, well, I don't want to really do it twice. And you can kind of see it's really dusty right now, but how good a work was done on the rear end. I had a local guy that builds race cars. He built this and it looks absolutely amazing. It's going to be kind of a shame to cover it up. But on to the 55 Chevy. Now I have a buddy of mine, David, who I actually bought this from his dad, and I didn't buy this actual car. I bought another one and we blasted it, and it was a little rougher than what we wanted, so I started with another one. But some of the original parts off of that car on this one, David owns a shop actually I used to do the trunnion upgrade on my Trans Am and my ZR1. The trunnion upgrade for the Trans Am I actually showed you guys a video of. Obviously my Trans Am bumper is sitting on top. It's just out of the way down here. But this car has all new metal, new doors, new quarters, new floor. It's got it's mini tubbed in the back. It has a new firewall, which you can't see right now, but all in all, that's a long time project. And honestly, now that I've sold the ZR1, I probably should work on that, but man, it's so far away that it's kind of hard. The next step is really a frame, and I want a roadster shop frame, and that's like 20 grand. So and it wouldn't look any different if I got the roadster shop frame underneath it. It would literally look the same, so we'd still have a long way to go. So that's a huge purchase that we're going to be making down the road. I just don't know how soon that's going to be. The other thing you can see here is I do have a Ruckus. I never have had this in any videos. You guys might have seen it if you watched some of the videos where I filmed down here before, but absolute blast. We rented these things on vacation, me and my wife did, and some friends of ours, and when we got back I immediately bought one, and I've had it for about 4 years now. We bought two of them actually, and when my wife got pregnant with our youngest son, we sold hers. I kept mine, and I think down the road we'll probably buy again, but we just can't haul a baby around on it, and so it is a lot of fun though. Down here in this box we've got a 6-liter engine. That's kind of what I was hoping to put in this truck. I actually think I want to do an LSA swap, so using that with some maybe LS3 heads and an LSA blower I thought would be an awesome project for this truck. It should fit pretty well and give it enough power to just be a lot of fun. You know, I'm not looking to set any records or do anything crazy with that. But back there is a 4L80 transmission. Now I've been thinking about putting that in the Trans Am. Obviously we're doing some upgrades to the Trans Am, and a 4L80 transmission will be a lot better than the 4L60. My 4L60 is completely stock. other than a converter and a transcooler, but it's never been opened up, and chances are it is going to fail pretty quickly after the new power level. So maybe I should put that in there. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Should I go ahead and do a 4L80 swap now? If I do that, probably will push that project off a little more, but we have a ton of other stuff to work on. So obviously I will show you guys the process if I do that. But like I said, go to the comments, let me know what you think. Let's go up to the top garage and look at what we've got going on there. All right, we are up here in the top garage, and obviously the Camaro has taken the place of the ZR1 now that the ZR1 is gone. You can see the hood's up, the wheels are off, and we will have a video hopefully next week of what basically what we're doing there. Now I'm going to kind of give you guys a sneak peek because obviously one of the items is on the floor and the other one is sitting here, but we are fixing the power steering leak, and like I said, I'll post a video hopefully next week, I think, on that. And because I'm not finished with it, I'm still filming, but engine's still here, haven't put it in. I got a couple other things to tie up before I get it into place. I'm hoping to have that in next week as well. Just depends on time. But one of the things that I haven't talked to you guys about, and I kind of brushed on it when I put the rack into place, but the rack is leaking. I haven't put any fluid in it. Obviously the motor's not in it, the power steering pump's not on, but it is leaking out of the bottom here. And when I talked to the rack doctor, they said that that's normal, it's just grease leaking out. Well, none of the other ones have had that. So I'm not real sure. Maybe he's right, but I will tell you this much. He is a complete jerk on the phone, and I will never, ever, ever use the rack doctor again. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about taking this out. Well, I take that back. It is coming out. I might even use it as a core because I'm that unhappy with it, because I bought this AC Delco one that you see down there, and it's a reman AC Delco, but it looks a lot better. The other thing is these boots were cinched down so tight that when you went to adjust the tie rod, the boot just twisted up. So there's just a lot of things going on. There's a chip out of it. The paint's flaking off. I'm just not happy with it. So I put a lot of time in this car, and it's not perfect, but I don't want to put a rack in and it leak, and I don't really like the look of that one. So I'm going to be putting the AC Delco one in this car. And so let me know in the comments what you think. Should I move this one over to that car and just hope it doesn't leak? Or should I just buy another AC Delco one, send this one in as a core, and just be done with the rack doctor altogether? Now he did, after twisting his arm for a while, said, well, if you give me your invoice number, I'll charge you a core and then send you another one. But like, why should I have to do that? You sent me junk to begin with, so why should I have to send? I don't know. And it's not, I'm just getting upset. I'm going off on a tangent. Sorry, guys. Other than that, let's go on to the CTSV is still here. The green truck's outside. The red truck's outside. I think this is the last time you'll see the CTSV. I'm pretty sure that I have it sold. So it should be leaving the garage, and we will be having a spot that we probably need to buy something to fill, and I'm not really sure what we're going to buy yet. I went back and forth now. In that last video, I told you guys I wanted a mid-engine or maybe a different platform. So when it comes to mid-engine cars that I can possibly afford, and when I say afford, I mean I've got to sell the CTSV, I sold the ZR1, and I would probably have to sell the red truck. Well, the red truck would be part of the deal. So those cars include the Audi R8, and it would only be a V10 car, Lamborghini Gallardo, a Porsche GT3, which is kind of way down on the list. Other cars I thought about, and you guys listed a ton of great cars, but other cars I thought about is the C7 Z06. I really like those cars. I've thought about buying another ZR1, and chances are I will probably have another C6 ZR1 one day. I'm out on the Z06 or the C7 ZR1. I just hate the look of the front of that car. I think it looks just weird. And as far as other cars, Camaro ZL1, it's kind of in the wheelhouse. I like the transmission, but I don't really love the look of the car. So I'm going to post a poll up here, guys. Go in there and tell me what you think. I'll list several cars that I'm thinking about currently and which one you think I should buy. Now, obviously, we've got a ton of other work, and we probably don't need to be bringing any other cars in, but I'm hoping to buy a newer car that doesn't need a lot of stuff. If I buy one of those mid-engine cars, I won't be able to afford to do anything to it anyway. And even the stuff that you can do to them that's cheap is expensive. So probably going to shy away from a mid-engine car for now. I'm not really sure. I don't want to say that completely, because if I find something that I want, that's originally why I listed the ZR1 for sale anyway, is because I found a Gallardo that I really wanted to buy. That car sold, and so I've kind of been, I don't know. I think that car's going to be so much slower than the ZR1 that it's going to be disappointing to me. So let me know what you guys think, like I said in the poll. But other than that, guys, I wanted to give you guys an update of what's going on. And obviously we'll be having more videos rolling in of the Camaro, the Trans Am, the green truck outside. We're going to be doing a ton of stuff to it. And then hopefully we'll sprinkle in like maybe the 52 Chevy pickup that you guys saw downstairs. But if you guys like this video, if you're enjoying this content, please smash that thumbs up button. At the end of this video, guys, I'm going to show you some clips of the ZR1 running in Mexico. The new owner sent me a couple videos of some cars that he's beat, and it's kind of impressive. So make sure and stay tuned to see that. And, well, see what we do next. 1, 2, 3!